9 races at Happy Valley on a Wednesday night. The St Andrews Challenge Quake is our feature race, a 1,000-metre dash with 9 on the programme, which will mean we're a week away then from the IJC and ever closer to HKIR itself. Very warm welcome to Racing to Win. I'm Angela Jern, joined in the studio by form analyst Paul Alley and race caller Brett Davis as well. And Brett, a Scottish theme to the evening, so it's in bagpipes and kilts.
Yes, I'll give it a bingo theme as well, Andrew. It's meeting number 22, Two Little Ducks. So 23, of course, will be the Hong Kong International Jockeys Championship a week from Wednesday's card. We're on the A course, so back to the true position. It'll be B course for the big night. But yes, a very competitive night of racing, and there are a few jackpots, which Paul will highlight.
A few first starters as well, Paul, so plenty to get our teeth into.
There is, so it should be a good meeting actually. 1.4 million for the triple trio, 1.9 million for the 6-up win bonus. They're the two jackpots to speak of. So yeah, they should be good. There's some good even races, I thought, as well. A couple of tricky ones though.
You're sounding a little hoarse on the show today, Paul.
Am I?
Bit throaty, are you?
Yeah, maybe. Change of seasons.
Yeah, the cooler air is around, isn't it?
It's supposed to get cooler next week, in actual fact, as well. It'll drop a couple of degrees, but there you go. All right, Happy Valley we'll get into in a second. Let's first, though, look back on the action at Sha Tin with our racing review. The Chevalier Cup was our feature race on the weekend. Harmony Victory jumped as favourite. There he is towards the back with the sheepskin noseband on. This was Champion's Way, again trying to get back on a winning track, but Fast Most Furious ducking back to the inside, got the spoils.
Yep, starting with the winner, Fast Most Furious. David Hall's had him in terrific form. I actually spoke to David prior to the Panasonic Cup and said, what's your best today? And he said, probably the horse in the main race. He went close, third from memory, and then got the money here. His overall record over a mile wasn't strong going into this. He was 3 and zip. And he's been one of those horses hovering around Class 2, Class 1. He was a bit of a valley specialist there for a while as well. But it seems like the last 6 months, Paul, David has been able to elevate him, along with the guidance of Zach Burton, to just a few steps higher and a few rungs higher. And they picked up a nice big race with him. Yeah,
it was a good ride too, I thought, from Zach Burton, because it was a bit of pace and he got the race run to suit. They parted like the Red Sea, came through the middle and away he went, didn't he? So a nice win there for Fast Most Furious. He'd been sort of doing it at Happy Valley before this, and it just shows he's versatile.
Quick word on Champion's Way. Regan Bayliss had him a bit closer to the action this time. It wasn't the worst run, but still work to do.
He's definitely not come back at the level that he was. Whether he can regain that rating that he's on at the moment, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe time will tell, because I think if you look through his first prep, a lot of those races he won where he was undefeated early were at the minimum grade and, you know, against minimal opposition. So not penning him, but he's got to find a little bit more.
Fast Most Furious now with a triple figure rating, as does Golden Six, the super win, the last carrying weight. But Elite Patch and Lucky Moore, the two easiest winners on the day by some stretch.
Just about for the season, I thought, the way they'd won, didn't they? Lucky Moore was just doing his waving to the crowd with about 100 to go. He was fine. Yeah. And Elite Patch, I mean, Vincent Ho didn't even move on him.
No, that's the easiest win I've seen on the dirt for a while by Elite Patch, especially sitting 3 deep as well. It was like he joined in from the grandstand at the 300, but yeah, nice performance from both.
All right, well, there you go. Those are the winners on the weekend. The ratings changes as well. We'll see if we can find some more winners now with our horses to follow. A number of first starters on the weekend. Paul, what did you find?
Yeah, I found one of them, a horse called Sparkling Star. Now, you can see him, he's highlighted there towards the back, and I just like the way this horse finished off. This was over 1,200 metres. He's by Jimmy Choo. Did actually start favourite here in an international mile a few years ago to Jimmy Choo. So once he steps up to 1,1600, looks ideal, and he looks like a really nice recruit here in Hong Kong. And I thought he just really finished off the race really nicely. So plenty more to come from him.
He's only a little tacker, isn't he?
Yeah,
little stubby legs and a stubby body, but
covers
ground well, like you and I, Paul.
Talking about the horse still, aren't you? What did you find, Brett?
I'm going with a horse called Go Ballistic, a former South African galloper. Now, these owners, these colours are familiar. They've had quite a few horses over seasons gone by. Sleep Education's one probably a season back, who came here with quite a handy rating, and I think it's fair to say didn't live up to expectations. This one's a different type. This one's progressive looking. Took 3 starts to win a race. He won a maiden at Turfontaine, wherever. He won a maiden there at a mile. This was his first run at a mile. and he got to the line really nicely. I didn't think his first up run was much, but that was a lot better. So he's got progress in him, only on a rating of 70, and I thought that was good.
Yeah, pressure ship going back to back was a good effort.
Yeah, how well's Ricky Yu going at the moment?
Absolutely flying. Yeah. Big day on the weekend. For me, another first starter here, War of Courage. You also probably want to take note of the horse just angling out to the wide outside. It was outpaced early. Fortune or Car Fortune, whichever way you go there. But War of Courage, absolute beast of a horse, over 1,200 pounds. This is Lucky Moore winning. Looks like he's just cantering down to the start. But War of Courage, still got some maturing to do. He's actually a half-brother to Carry to Win, recently retired, and Superkin as well. Of Casper Fownes has got Superkin. He's had a couple of starts last season. He's also a big boy, all over 1,200 pounds as well. So the family also throw him like that.
Did that look like a Thero winning that race?
Big call. All right, those are the horses.
Those
are the horses to follow. Win 33 got Vincent Ho a couple of days plus 30,000. Win 33 will go around tomorrow night, Wednesday night as well. And Hardly Swears from last week at Happy Valley. It was another big win for him, but Keith Young had to angle out in the process to find some clear running. As a result, got 6 days for it.
Yeah, he did well not to get a fine too. But I think the way things are now, that the lengthier term covers the fine.
A few jockeys out of them, mate.
Oh, there's heaps. You might have to hit the sauna.
Take more than that. All right, looking ahead now to Happy Valley. Joe Moreira is back in the saddle. He's missed the last 2. Zach Purton is out, though. Meeting number 22 of the season. We're on the A course for our 9-race programme. The feature comes up as race number 6. We start off with a Class 5. This is over the 1,000 metres, headed by Demon's Rock into Class 5 for the first time. Blinkers on for the first time. XL Delight takes the class drop as well. Women 33 on the quick backup. Gowton of Garrow, blinkers go back on. Barrier 3 will roll forward. Royal Chocolate likes to roll as well. He's got Barrier 4. Down to Show Mission. There's a 2-time winner over the 1,000 here. Gets Barrier 1 and Whistle Up. Still a maiden after 22 starts. Still Mo takes an extra £3 off. Women 33 and Triumphant Lord have been up at Chung Fur and back in the last 30 days. And Women 33, of course, ran the weekend and ran well. Here's the speed, mate.
It is Demon's Rock, XL Delight, the 2 that drop into this class for the very first time. Royal Chocolate and Gowton of Garrow probably dispute the lead early, but it's worth mentioning La Bomba with blinkers on could well be up there. Whistle Up wider out. Happy Cooperation, a horse with a bit of speed also. And XL Delight, they've got him mapped going quite forward. So it's not an overly fast, but good tempo expected.
I thought I'd show Demon's Rock a couple of reasons. He's been downgraded, and also because the blinkers are on him for the first time. He seems nice and relaxed with those blinkers on and does move nice and fluently here for this particular piece. XL Delight, the other one of the downgraders, Joe Moreira will ride him. I think he's improved this horse, and a combination with the downgrade, he'll be in the market, and he is. He's in single figures at this stage, I expect, but he's been big prices beforehand. I like this piece from Show Mission. Now, he's working for Razor Quest. He's a lot higher rated than him. Admittedly, he wasn't let go, but Show Mission seems pretty fit and ready to go as well.
All right, excellent news. So let's have a look at some of the horses in action. Starting off with Demon's Rock. It's a long way back as they swing for home here. This is last time out in Class 4 company behind Hong Kong Win.
His best run has been over this course and distance. He's had 1 second in his 19 career start. That was 5 runs ago behind Snap Fit in Class 4. It was way back in June. So he's capable of throwing up a decent enough effort to win a race like this, but he's got down into this grade because of one thing, inconsistency.
He gets back, so he'll need a bit of luck.
All right, and a bit of pace as well, possibly. Yep. Win 33. To cast your mind back too far for this one, he was on the weekend.
And he did miss the start, this horse, by quite significant amount as well. Poor old Vincent got a suspension out of it as well, so it wasn't the best for him anyway. But look, the horse hit the line really nicely, I thought. Interesting they're bringing him back to 1,000 metres. He's going to have to jump. He's gone barrier 11, so I think he'll get back anyway. I think he'll be running on late.
I think he'll get run off his legs here. The quick back up is obviously a good way of potentially getting a horse to run well again. We've seen it a lot, but I'm not convinced about him. I'm going to sit on the fence.
OK, one more race to take a check on. We tick 4 horses off, though, with La Bomba, Royal Chocolate, Show Mission and Whistle Up. I
think Royal Chocolate has got to be considered. Paul's highlighted Show Mission's track work. Whistle Up, he's been costly over a long period of time. La Bomba, I don't mind him here. He's only had 8 starts. He went from Chris So to Douglas White back on the 9th of August. There's always been some ability from him in his morning track work and his trials. I thought he did a lot right there after a very ordinary run first up. Blinkers on, good barrier. I'm going to side with him.
Yeah, I am as well. With the cross nose band on as well. There's a few. He's got less convictions than a few of the others, isn't he?
All right, wide market though for the first.
Yeah, really open. I've got him on top though, La Bomba. We've just discussed his chances. With Galton Agarro, another long-time maiden, but they're putting the blinkers back on him, and he's going to get his opportunity from barrier 3. He's put a couple of placings together, show mission on the back of that track work, and win 33 to run on late. 4, 6, 11 and 3.
It is a race with some value, but I'm going to take a chance here and go with La Bomba and make him the best, because you'll get an each-way price. 5.8, 2.3 at the moment. You can back him each way. If he doesn't win and runs a place, you'll get your money back and a little bit more. So I think, as Paul said, not as many convictions as a lot of these. He still looks like there's a bit of progress now. He's got a few runs underneath his belt in succession. So fingers crossed, La Bomba gets you out onto the dancing floor after the races somewhere. Galton of Garrow, Royal Chocolate and Demon's Rock.
La Bamba.
This is La Bamba,
Oh,
the dance.
Doesn't matter as long as he wins. You'll be still out having a good time, I'm
You
sure.
will. He's in for me. I'll go with Demon's
What's
Rock.
La Bomba then?
Who's
The Bomb?
A skier.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do the old
It was
bit of
a
slalom
Alberto
action
Tomba.
there.
It was his nickname, wasn't
Oh,
it?
right, okay, yeah.
Tomba La
Does
Bomba.
it translate something like the bomb or something like that? Because he was the...
Just remember that.
Yeah,
that's all.
that's what I do.
There we go.
All right.